I've got a hungry daughter to feed, so selling my produce is really the only thing I care
about. Do you have news? Did you find something? I knew it. Let me see, please. The Thalmor. By the 9, it's worse than I thought. So, Northwatch Keep. Then we know where to hit him. I'll do anything if it means saving my brother. You'll join us, won't you? Thorald can't be left to those monsters. What? You, alone, reasoning with the Thalmor? That's madness, friend. You're serious, aren't you? Very well. I'll give you a chance. But if you can't do it, I will.
Halt! Are you joking? Even if we had a prisoner by that name, the only way he'd be released is by order of the Imperial Legion. Now I suggest you turn around and go back the way you came. All right then. Are you joking? Even if we had a prisoner by that name, the only way he'd be released is by order of the Imperial Legion. Now I suggest you turn around and go back the way you came.
I'd read stories about the Solitude Windmill, but I didn't expect it to be that big.
If you need potions, head over to Angeline's Aromatics.
Fletching suits me. It's difficult and sometimes tedious, but a well-made arrow strikes forth like the fury of
You have vanquished a great evil from Skyrim. You have saved this land and our very souls.
Being old's not so bad. Daughter keeps me fed, and my working days are done.
Staying safe, I hope.
Trouble?
Proudspire Manor. There's a fine home. Up for sale, too. Interested in the stew?
What is it? Fought a dragon to attack Kyne's Grove. Why? Why there? Is no place safe?
Jarls come and Jarls go, but a good cook stays for a lifetime, and I'm a very, very good cook.
I swear to you, unnatural magics are coming from that
The
cave.
Imperials are
There
good for
strange
business,
noises
and
lights.
business is
We
good
need
for
someone to
Skyrim.
investigate.
From the castle,
I
you used
must
to
return
just
to
be
the
able to
court.
see
They
Solitude over the
simply can't
mountains.
make do without me.
That's exactly what I'd imagined.
Gryffindor's people will always be safe under my
Your
rule.
Eminence, my scrying has suggested nothing in the area. Dragonbridge is under Imperial control. This is likely superstitious nonsense.
Perhaps a more tempered reaction might be called for?
Oh, yes, of course, you were
Please,
right.
don't interrupt the
Tell
court.
Captain Aldous I said to assign a few extra soldiers to Dragonbridge.
Thank you, Jarl Joseph. But about the cave?
I will have someone take care of the cave as well, Varnius. You can rest easy. You're dismissed.
I've got what I came for. I better get
Ryling's
back to Dragonbridge.
obsession with honor and tradition is
If you have
quaint,
business,
but
please see Falk
politically
Firebeard,
irrelevant.
my steward. Because that's what traitorous cowards do when they desire power. Ulfric coveted the High King's throne. He thought he deserved it more than Torrig. And so he came before my husband and he shouted with that terrible voice, like something out of a legend or a nightmare. When Ulfric unleashed such fury, my husband, he simply ceased to be. That is all I will say, for it grieves me to speak of it.
Good. We've wasted enough time.
Not yet, no. Although it is true my husband Torrig was the High King, and I am his widow. Now is not the time to lay claim to such a title. This land is riven by war, and her people suffer for it. The Stormcloaks are a blight on Skyrim, and like any blight, must be purged. Only then will I take my rightful place as High Queen. A question I am all too familiar with. One my very Thanes ask often. They worry that Tullius is so focused on the war that he risks forgetting what's best for our people. The real irony is that, while General Tullius is certainly no Nord, the people of Skyrim would be lost without him. Trust is always difficult, especially for my people. Yet we must trust in Tullius's leadership. For what other choice do we have? Oh, I thought that matter was handled. I think Falk is taking care of that. Be well. Pray for Solitude.
Do you
and
have
my
business with the court? You mean the Dragonbridge issue? I'll be honest with you. I was planning to let that go. Varnius is a bit jumpy at the best of times. There have been reports of weird happenings near Wolfskull Cave. Travelers disappearing, odd lights. I suspect wild animals, or perhaps bandits. I don't think it's worth our time with the war going on. But if you want to clear out the cave, I'll make sure you're repaid for your work. The cave has a bad history. Long ago, Potema the Wolf Queen used it for necromantic rituals. That's where it got the name. That was over 500 years ago. Nothing much down there now, but everyone's always convinced the is haunted. Of course he does. What sort of a question is that? Maybe you've been listening to Erikur. There's been loose talk among some of the Thanes, and I suspect he's the cause of it. You'll pay those rumors no heed if you wish to retain your welcome in this city. She may be young, but Elisif is the Jarl by right. And here in Skyrim, if nothing else, we respect the traditions of our fathers' fathers. You do well to remember that. That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace. Feel... to return to me with questions? Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Please, feel welcome in the Court of Solitude.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns.
I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to,
Thane
you talk to me.
Bryling, at your service.
Please.
I have so
feel
very
welcome
many
in
ways
the
to
Court
deal
of
with people.
Solitude.
If I needed something from you, you would know it. Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem. Bodies have been found with blood drained. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Toryg's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torygg became that symbol. No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torygg High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torygg respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torygg directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torygg might have done it. Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torygg wasn't ready to let it fall apart. I was a member of the court during the reign of Torygg's father. It was Torygg who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torygg on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine king. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. hunters. More than you,
Do you have business with the court?
Oh, hello. Are you my gal? Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there. Don't mess anything up while you're here. I made a wish in the town well that a golden knight came to take me to his castle. So exciting when new folk come into town. I bet you've had plenty of adventures.
Me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll.
Fuss!
You can sell off that junk at bits and pieces. I need to ask you to stop. That shouting is making people nervous. Can't say I've heard of any laws against whatever that is you're doing, but I'll lock you up if I have to. I've got my eye on you. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
It's so bright out here.
Yes, Dovahkiin. How can I help you? I need to ask you to stop. That can't say I've heard of it. Good. Glad we straightened that out. The Imperial. Don't do that. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing?
That'll teach you.
Stay out of trouble, Imperial. You heard of Ravenscar Hollow? Cave on the island to the west. Places a roost for those foul hag ravens.
Papa says I won't see Rob here anymore. But he wouldn't tell me.
There's nothing quite.
I've got a...
Huh? Not in your life. It's dangerous in there, and Falk doesn't even like me and Ertie going in every year to clean out the spiders. If you really want to, just be careful of the ghost. He snuck up on me once and scared me sick. It took a week for me to feel better. You can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk. Again.
Coin or two for a veteran? It's not much.
What do you need?
Marty! Kelly, my dear. Oh, it goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god. And that's hard.
Need something?
You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox, a severed head, and the cheese to die for.
Yes, as you've said countless times before.
Harumph! Well, then, if you're going to be like that, perhaps it's best I take my leave. How rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two. Really? Oh, what kind of message? A song? A summons! Wait, I know! A death threat written on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorites. Well, spit it out, mortal. I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke. But seriously, what's the message? Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim, the Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley, the talking grapefruit from Passwall. Ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter. Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny, expendable little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with here. Oh, pardon me. Were you saying something? I do apologize. It's just that I find myself suddenly and irrevocably bored! I mean, really. Here you stand before Sheogorath himself, Daedric Prince of Madness, and all you deem fit to do is deliver a message? How sad. Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right, I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that. Ha! I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting. Care to take a look around? This is not, I dare say, the Solitude Botanical Gardens. Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly are? Welcome to the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you? You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered no terrors from all you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
Hi there. Need something? Never should have come here.
Something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time.
Got something to say?
Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead, pumpernickel. But the deepest, keenest hatred for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here. They're always carried out. His fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence shrinks with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
Finish this!
Can't hide from me. Like the bite of a flea. Is that it? That your best? Come on. Here we go.
Wonderfully done. Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind. Oh, good choice! Well, good for me. I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, well, let us say, unique. Although I suppose, in the grand scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? Get that part right. Oh, but she taught her son well. Pelagius learned at a very early age that danger could come from anywhere, at any time, delivered. The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabacha to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out! With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out. Sort of. And we're that much closer to home. Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very... Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash or an arrow in the face. But no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, you're free to go. They've been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius the Third. Now, surely even you know about Pelagius' decree. On his deathbed, and this was inspired, he forbade death! That's right! Death! Outlawed! Pelagius Septim the Third, once the mad emperor of Tamriel, now so poor and insane. I always knew he had it in him. Inside them. Oh, is it your first time? So, they've been known to change my mind. Well, I suppose back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage? I'm busy doing the fish stick.
Master,
it's a very
you've taken me
delicate
back.
state of
Does
mind.
this mean we're going home? Oh, happy times. I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, a little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Shale, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ta-ta! Do you mind? I'm busy doing the fish stick. It's a very delicate state of mind.
The waiting. The insufferable way.